go.
Good afternoon, Professor. This is Group 8, and our discussion will be on Maslow's hierarchy of needs and changes. The group members, as you know, is myself, Osbert McLean, Comfort, Nepa, and Hamid. We will go right into it. Today's agenda is the introduction of what the Maslow hierarchy of needs is, and we have discussed it among ourselves, and it is clear that these human needs can be defined as the 5 stages of motivation in which individuals will usually proceed through, right? The needs are positioned in a hierarchical format, which has the psychological needs at the bottom, which could be considered as the low-hanging stuff, which is very critical as well, which is, humans will need water, would need shelter, would need in case of people, an organization would need to facilitate people for wages, as all of us want to have good wages, and so that we can afford things that we need, right? The second is safety, which is critical, just the same. These pretty much, as employees within an organization, as we discuss, with the need is there for stability, need for structure and protection, right? And along several other things. This could be relevant in unexpected organization, especially those that are doing changes, during that time when they're doing digital transformation. And in that way, it will allow, let's say that they're reorganizing and the employees will perceive risk in not having a job. So communication is critical in that sense. And leaders and team members can establish a good rapport with employees during unexpected organizational changes. Communicating organization's intent, which people would like to be a part of, where each employee stood in relation to organization and the employer. Right, Comfort? That's one of the main things that we have discussed.
Yes, yes. And once employees are satisfied with their safety needs, they would want to satisfy their belongingness and love needs. And to have belongingness means to locate the connections that you identify from other employees and to positively interact with others when you work as part of a team, and to be trusting and open. And after that hierarchy, we go to the esteem needs. This is to have some sort of like validation or sense of worth from others. And I think it is meaningful in change situations that leaders might often offer some positive validation of those team members that tend into quickly understanding the changes, and when like the changes surrounding new technology, and to provide positive validation for other work colleagues, and to ultimately motivate them all together, right?
Yes.
Amid, when it comes to the self-actualization, what were you talking about over there?
Yeah, about the self actualization, said like it's like a pinnacle of Maslow hierarchy, which represents the full realization of one's potentials and the desire to become the most which and everyone can be. And this is also about like a deficiency that is about personal growth and fulfillment. It's also like characterized by a profound sense of purpose, which is like creating acceptance of facts and speaking and to speak experiences.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
so
Mhm.
also we said there are some employees that view change as opportunity to learn new skills, like taking on projects or leading.
Mhm.
During this like this, I think we would be unsurprised if some tech savvy employees feel challenged because they are able to build their competencies and step ahead to lead by examples for others. So
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
Oswald, the next
yeah.
to speak
And we
about.
were discussing, as you said, Amid, about this self-actualization. But after we look at it overall, we would say that belongingness and esteem needs appear to be the most common, right? Because we
Yeah.
want, as I said, we want to feel connected to others. We all want somewhat validation for what we put our efforts into, like any human being would. So the same thing
Mm-hmm.
occurs in the workplaces, where employees
Yeah.
generally want to feel stable and appreciated in an environment or an organizational change. So that's pretty much what the what we saw as one of the most common one, right? Comfort, and we could relate it to a chapter 13, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I
maybe.
do agree. And like you said, it ties into the expectancy theory that we learned in chapter 13. And as an individual, um, will be more motivated to do change. And when they believe that they will learn to be able to use all the hoops of the system very well and employ good behavior, and that good behavior is likely to produce valued outcomes such as validating recognition, um, opportunity for promotion, or that they may even have the opportunity to gain like or just the opportunity to have retained employment in the future. For example, let's say if a company makes um, changes to their system, okay, and rolls out new technology, the team members who are transitioning to the said new technology can hold positive meanings by recognizing that they are able to use the technology and endorse the new technology so that other employees can like feel more confident and promoted moving forward. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
mean, you were also linking
Yeah,
it to, I think, chapter 14.
yeah. Also, as Comfort that you said, Comfort pointed out with expectancy theory that was an organizational change. So talking about the LMX theory, unlike other theories that assume that leaders treat all members the same. I feel like I felt like LMX theory purposely um um shows like subordinate and relationship that falls into one or two groups, which are the high quality LMX and the low quality LMX. The high
yeah,
quality LMX, this is a partnership that is built on trust, respect, and I think mutual obligation that leader provide more support and resources and interesting opportunities in returns. Where also in this situation, members are more engaged and loyal to perform beyond their basic job duties. The low quality LMX, this shows relationship is based on purely and formal contractual transactions that in that which means interactions is defined by rules of the employment contract. Leaders offers less support and few rewards, and other member does only what is required by leading to lower engagement and loyalty.
right.
So
Mm.
Right, and in the interest of time, we review all of what was discussed, and we can say Maslow's hierarchy of needs comprises of, as we all said, what, 5 levels, right, guys?
yeah,
Yeah, it has
Right,
five
and we
levels.
and from survival to self-actualization. In the context of our group discussion, we the belongings and esteem was the most prevalent levels of needs for which we seek, and seeking connection, recognition, particularly importance is very important during organizational change and initiatives, and we compared it with the expectancy theory, as in chapter 13, and the LMX theory, and as such, these ideas collectively illustrate a case for why successful organization change require not only a mean or a strategy, but also a sense of meaningfulness for people and needs. So that ends our group discussion, and thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.